Hi, so we'll continue our discussion on the IPL teams and their auction review. And today we're going to discuss two teams, the two finalists of last year. So we'll begin with the champions Kolkata Knightriders and have a review on how their auction panned out and everything, the retention and the auction, everything put together. They retained six players, four capped players and two uncapped players. As of now, both the two uncapped players are no longer uncapped players. They've all both made their international debuts for India. But yes, they retained Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan, Rinku Singh, Varun Chakravarti, and the two uncapped players were Harshit Rana and Ramandeep Singh. Um, if one has to go through their auction, they were successful in getting back a few of their players from their successful campaign last year. Like it happens anywhere, they lost a lot of important players. The captain Shreyas Iyer was not retained. They did bid for him initially, but of course his amount went up to 26 crores plus. Not really possible for him to be retained. Uh, Mitchell Stark, match winner for them in the two key matches in the back end at the in the first qualifier and the final. One of the best T20 bowlers in the world. He's moved on. In fact, I mean, he's given his impact last year in the big matches. He hasn't really gone for that higher price, but Kolkata did not bid for him. Did not, sorry, Kolkata lost him in the auction. And they also lost their explosive opener Phil Salt. So this was bound to happen with a winning side. Everyone's price goes up, and yeah, you have to kind of live with it. On the positive side, along with the six players they were able to retain, they've got back Venkatesh Iyer. Now I think the price of Venkatesh Iyer is a little strange here. 23.75 crores. Yeah, I mean that looks steep. That looks steep for a player who is not a part of the Indian international team right now. Does bowl a bit of medium pace, but nothing out of the extraordinary. Has been playing in the top order at number three usually. Sometimes opens the batting as well. Um, Venkatesh Iyer, what happens to Venkatesh now when you've spent 23.75, a good amount of your budget? It hasn't by any accounts affected their auction strategy except in probably getting a good solid number four batter. It's not really hit them hard. I think they're expecting Venkatesh Iyer to play a certain role for them. I mean, it's important to understand it's not only Shreyas Iyer who's gone out, it's also their other uh, uh, pivot in the middle order that they had for so many years, Nitish Rana. Nitish Rana, after a 7 year stint with Kolkata Knight Riders, is no longer with them. So, so if one has to look at a possible first 11 for Kolkata, uh, so Phil Salt is gone. They've got Quinton de Kock in, and I think for 3.6 crores, that's a fantastic purchase. I was expecting him to go something in the range of 6.5 to 7 crores, but they've got him. I don't understand why Quinton de Kock attracts bids at this amount, and it's happened a lot. But his performances have always been very good in the IPL. So Quinton de Kock, he'll open the batting with Sunil Narayan. Uh, they have Angriksh Raghuvanshi. They've got Angriksh Raghuvanshi, Manish Pandey, Ajinkya Rahane in that slot. But in the initial games, I expect them to play Ajinkya Rahane because though of course Angriksh Raghuvanshi has impressed there, but Ajinkya Rahane has actually had a bit of a reinvention at Chennai Super Kings. He was coming in to play at number three. He was uh, delivering quite a lot. He's had one season with KKR, not to forget, but I'll have in the initial games at least Ajinkya Rahane batting at number three. Um, also also gives you that right-handed option. Actually, that their first five he'll probably be the only right-hander in their first five. So at number four you have Venkatesh Iyer. So more the reason now that there is Rahane at three, an experienced head there. Venkatesh Iyer will play at number four. He was batting three all these years, but I guess now that they've picked him for this higher amount, and Shreyas Iyer was occupying that position and Nitish Rana was there for a long time. So I think Venkatesh Iyer at number 4, a very important position in this format. You need to know how to play both a stabilizing game and an aggressive game. Venkatesh Iyer is definitely capable of both. And then you come to the hard hitting middle order, which is whose credentials are well spoken of. Rinku Singh, one of the most explosive Indian domestic batters in the middle order, been doing really well for KKR for 3, 4 seasons now. Andre Russell, enough has been said about him. I think one of the best all rounders in the world, gives you a little bit of medium pace as well. And he's a bowling option alongside that. Ramandeep Singh, hugely improved cricketer, played a match for India, made a very good contribution there. Is it likely to made a big contribution there. Then you come to the bowlers. Harshad Rana will be there, Varun Chakravarti, and of course, to compensate for the loss of Mitchell Stark, they'll have Spencer Johnson. So there is Anrik Nokia, but I think that the left arm angle to bring some variety in, they will go with Spencer Johnson. If it doesn't work, they'll bring in Anrik Nokia. Interesting call for the second pacer, the second Indian pacer alongside Harshad Rana. Will it be Umran Malik or will it be Vaibhav Arora? I think they'll probably go with the pace of Umran Malik. Of course, Vaibhav Arora will come in at some point, but Umran Malik gives you a point of difference. The impact player, I think there are enough bowling options. The 4 frontline bowlers, Sunil Narayan, Russell, a few overs of Iyer and Ramandeep. So I do think it's going to be a batter coming out as an impact player. I can't really at this moment look beyond Angrik Raghuvanshi, young player. Will obviously, I think at some point try and groom him as someone who can play down the order as well, because he has been playing as a top order player right now. But I think they probably groom him to play down the order. Also, with the number of left-handers there are, they may want something different coming in. Good options on the bench. Rahmanullah Gurbaz, if De Kock doesn't get going. Moeen Ali is a very, very good option. He may be a little bit on the older side right now, but again, an option if Narayan is not there. Because and not just that, I think if Moeen Ali can also fill in that top order 3-4 situation, which might give them that flexibility of perhaps not going with an Indian fast bowler. I don't think that situation. I think they will go with one overseas fast bowler, but Moeen Ali gives them that option, and he's also a spin, and he also gives you 4 overs of spin. So that's another good option to have. Nokia, obviously proven performer. He will come in if Spencer Johnson is not going well. I think there's an issue is that they probably lack a left arm quick, an Indian left arm quick. That's an issue, and that's something they'll have to kind of deal with. Rovman Powell, all-round option if Andre Russell has an issue, or if Andre Russell doesn't play a few matches, they can look at Rovman Powell. I think on the whole, a pretty balanced side. I think I can't really see this and say there's an issue here. I think they've got enough cover. I mean, I would have probably looked at it and said that maybe an Indian left arm quick. They could have done with another Indian left arm quick. In the spin department, there's Anukul Roy and Mayank Markande as backups to Chakravarti. Yeah, I mean, Indian left arm quick and maybe someone flexible enough to bat lower down the order. Rahane, I don't think Rahane is someone who would do that. But Angrik Raghuvanshi still on the younger side. He's someone who can be groomed for that position. So on the whole, KKR looks good. KKR looks good to give it a good shot. They've lost 4-5 key players, but at the same time, I think they've got good replacements as well for them, like De Kock and Spencer Johnson and the others. So yeah, hope for the best for KKR this year.